parallel lines have the same gradient or the same slope, so m1 is equal to m2. So if you want to show that two lines are parallel or not parallel, if they're parallel they'd have to have the same gradient. So say 2x minus 3y plus 1 equals 0, and y equals 2 over 3 minus 5. Okay, so if you look at the first one, in order to find its gradient, you need to put into gradient y-intercept form. So that would be y equals mx plus b, because then you can straight away read off what the gradient is. So if you bring the 3y to the other side, it becomes plus 3y. Divide by 3, and you get y is 2 on 3x plus a third. So the gradient here is 2/3. And if you look at this one here, the gradient is 2/3. Therefore, the two lines have the same gradient. Therefore, they are parallel. Okay, now for perpendicular lines, basically m1 equals minus 1 on m2. And if you want to actually prove it, if you multiply the gradients, then you should get minus 1. Okay, because if you think about it, m1 times minus 1 on m2, when you cancel, minus m1, when you, not making much sense there, but if m2 is equal to if m1 was equal to minus 1 on m2, then minus 1 on m2 times m2 equals minus 1. And if you look at that, see they cancel out, and you do get minus 1. So that's the way that you could prove it. So if you've got two lines like this, and you want to show that they are perpendicular, you take the first one and you have to rearrange it. So it's 5x minus 3y minus 1 equals 0. Bring the 3y over. 5x plus 1 is 3y. Divide by 3. And you get y equals 5 over 3x plus a third. If you take the second equation, which is that one, and you get it, and you go, alright, I'm going to take that one. 5y equals minus 3x plus 2. Moving those over to the other side. Divide by 5, divide by 5. It cancels. So y is minus 3x on 5 plus 2 on 5. So the gradient is minus 3 on 5. The gradient of this one was 5 on 3. So can you see that with this, they're negative reciprocals. If you flip one and change the sign, you get the other one. So I'll call that m1, m2. Now if you multiply these together, this is how you can show that they are perpendicular. Then what happens is, that one I haven't written right. That one should be minus 3 on 5. So if you do this, 3 goes into 3 once, 5 goes into 5 once. 1 times minus 1 is a minus 1. So when you multiply the gradients, you get minus 1. And you can say they are negative reciprocals of each other.